clown. Entertain you.
What's up, dudes? Where do you get those cool backing tracks? Oh, it's a little site I know called YouTube. You really like that sewer? Yeah, I just got back from the shop. It was so came back so sick. Got action, great. Like my action kept. I played so much my nut. I busted my nut. It was a real problem. But yeah, I got the nut back. I got a new nut, and now it's it's like when the action gets low at the nut, fucking sucks to play. But yeah, now the action's like nice and like a little bit high again. Love it. Are you drinking pee? Yes. This is it's I recycle. It's my pee. No, I still like the telly, but I just got the Strat out, like the sewer Strat back. Thanks, guys. You guys are so sweet. Rippin'. Danny, it seems like a gap in between the swing era standards and fusion is bebop. What do you mean? Oh, are you saying my bebop chops aren't there? Yeah, you know. Yeah, we're based in Chicago. Well, Danny Markovich is in Milwaukee, so I'm based in Chicago. See you in Memphis. From a channel called Marvin Backing Tracks. 401 subs. I just put it up so I could pull it up on YouTube. You can be 402. I hear some Eric Johnson. You do not. Trust me, it's not in there. Let's get 20 likes like now. You guys don't need to press anything. It's alright if you're hanging out at school. Fuck with WebDrive setup. Yeah, I did. It's cool. It's like too much shit, you know. I like stuff with effects loops. I know it's not the best, but I don't know. I'm already like carrying a 412 to gigs. I'm not about to like bring another cab. It's just so overkill. This is a Sur antique. Sup, mega cold hands. What would you play to add tension and then resolution to your playing? Depends on the context. You know, if it's a thing like this is in like D minor, Dorian. So you want something that's Dorian and then something that's not, right? It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, if you think about it, like a Dorian sound, you know, because this has like the bass line is like in D, but like the chords are just laying this carpet of notes that's notes of C major, you know. So in a situation like this, you have 7 notes that are in and 5 notes that are out, 12 notes total, right? So it doesn't matter which system you're using to play out. Weird pentatonics, melodic minor shit that's like indirectly connected, diminished scales. All you're doing is coming up with a way to include either all or some of those out notes, right? And harmonically, it's just the game of going to a system that has that and going back that creates the tension and release. And the tension and release is just rhythmic. You know, it's like just like I'm doing this weird thing for X amount of time and that non-weird thing for X amount of time. That's the whole game. So first of all, if you don't have the rhythms as a vehicle for it, it's not gonna work. It's not even that it's like bad, good. It's just not gonna work. So you have to first of all understand how to like how you would imagine playing 2 drums and one of them is release and one of them is tension. So like if I'm going like, you know, different track, same idea. Like that other one is tension. So it's like right. So I went like release. So, you know, it's that kind of thing. So if I'm even if it's like slower, so I was just like moving it a half step up. You know, that's what people call sidestepping. But you could, the rhythmic principle that applies to sidestepping applies to every system of playing out you could use, whether you're Holdsworthing it, like Messiaen mode, whatever, 72, you know, it doesn't matter. It's the same principle. Let's see. That's so sick. How good were you before you went to Berkeley? I was terrible, but I was also terrible after I graduated. So, you know, do you know any non-binary grooves? Hayaba Manishma. Yes, but they don't identify as grooving, so maybe not. Check out this backing, not a hard one. A non-diatonic backing track. Oh. Let's see. Let's hear it. Non-diatonic backing track. Hawk Eye. Backing track. Hawk Eye. What was it? 7990. Not bad. This sounds pretty bad, dude. That's like the drums and shit. That doesn't sound too good. Beautiful Strat. You from Jordan? I'm not from Jordan. Huh. It's super weird to have an E7 flat 9 moving back to A Lydian. Like it doesn't sound right. Like if you made this track, you should know that. Like I don't know who made this. I'm assuming it's not you, but whoever made this should know. It's like that A major seven's fine, but that E7 that's kind of like a Mixolydian sound to an E7 with a flat 9. It's like all the sounds are bad. That thing does not sound right. So yeah. Um, uh, how good do you have to be to be? Oh, you have to be. You look like I am Zoran Mamdani. I am going to make New York amazing. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna get if you go to Sam Ash, you're gonna get a free guitar and free lessons. All the jazz clubs are gonna be free. We're just gonna increase corporate taxes by 1%. It's foolproof. Uh, how good do you have to be to get into Berkeley? Amazing. You just have to be the best ever. Uh, Sat, is that your backing track? Did I just call your baby ugly? Did you make that? I apologize if I did. It's a badger behind me, but I don't like it, so I don't recommend you buy it. Let's see. Question: being in the mood is vital for a good performance, and for obvious reasons, this is a challenge. Only women, need to be in the mood to perform acts like this. If you know, if you're a man and you can't get in a mood to play, then you got to check your T levels. Something's off. You got to lay off the soy, eat a steak, go for a run. Um, yeah, you don't need to be positive. That's girl shit. Just go do good. Just shut the fuck up and go play guitar. It's like the best part of life. You don't have to be in a good mood. That's crazy talk. You just gotta play. If you're thinking about your mood, you're in it's like, if your happiness and mood are a consideration in your mind, you're like 20 miles in the wrong direction, you know? Yeah. Are you against women's music? No, I'm not against it. They should do it. They should totally do it. But I can see how they need to get in the right mindset to do it, you know? I'm not against them. I'm just saying they're different than us. If it's a glass bottle, I don't mind. I just fucking hate drinking beer from cans, you know? I'm gonna take some testosterone points away from myself. You know, that is a bitch move. I agree with you. I feel embarrassed right after I've done it. I wish I had something left in here just so I could undo it. Now I feel ashamed. You have won. We need more methods to get chicks by using music. Do you know Waka to Janiki scale? No, what the fuck is that? It is a bitch move. I don't play games. I'm not a child. Those down fingering. stuff. Um, Thoughts on Jans Larsson's jazz guitar roadmap? Well, you know, I'll say not specifically about him, just about all of them. If I don't like people's albums, I just don't give a shit what they have to say. And if you don't like my albums, you should probably not give a shit what I have to say. You know, it's like people's systems are as good as the results they produce. I don't know. What's your favorite Jans Larsson solo? If you love Jans Larsson, truly love it, study the roadmap. That's where it leads. You know? So yeah. That's thoughts on headless guitars. Not against them. I actually think they're cool. Would you say games are for people who play nines? Nines are for pussies. Eights even worse. Yes, I had nines on a guitar for like 3 days when I bought it, like this Telecaster, and it literally made my left hand hurt. Like just trying to grab these noodly strings, clearly made for like weak people. Yeah, it's terrible. Tens is where adulthood starts. Have a good night. Always enjoy your playing. And have a good night. See ya. A tasty lick walked into a bar and said, "I got the runs," and the bartender replied, "I'm just an alcoholic, not on Holdsworth." I have a squire with nines. Yeah, it's okay. There are a lot of wimpy men out there. You know, it's you're one trip away to the store from fixing that problem, though, so it's okay. Yeah, ergonomic guitars are the biggest bluff in the history of things, because they're ergonomic for your left hand, but your right hand is like fucking floating in nowhere. Like it gives you shoulder pain immediately after you're playing for a minute. Like the guitar, this is an ergonomic shape for your right hand. There's a place for it. You know, it's like these ergonomic guitars that like look like fucking, you know, sunny side up egg. It's just like it's the perfect angle. It's like, yeah, for that hand. It's like, but like it would be the perfect angle if it was like built like a Syntax or something. It's just so dumb. Buying eights is more difficult than buying tens. Yeah. Holdsworth diminished scale scares away chicks. You know, I have to say, from being at a lot of Holdsworth shows, I would have to agree with that statement. But it scares away most men too. There's a lot of guys there that were really pretending to like what was happening. How do you deal with back pain, neck pain? You suffer. You go like this. Do some yoga. Yeah, I was not a big. I wasn't a. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say your kid's ugly or something, but like I wasn't a big fan of the Kleins. I played Tim Millers and Mick Goodricks. They were good, but I feel like they're better than like Strandbergs or something like that. But I don't know. I played some Kiesel's that I liked better. Um, like those Holdsworth pickups that Kiesel makes are really good, and the chambered guitars they make are really good. Um, and a few of those I played and I loved them, but I just don't I don't know, like Parker Fly. No, that now you're talking. As a drummer, by the way, any tips on how a drummer can learn guitar skills faster? It's not for you, buddy. It's just yeah, no, it's just stay in your lane. You don't need this. Do you have a 12 string? I do not have a 12 string, but I have a lot of. I have one guitar that I keep in my studio, that is yeah, those carbons are nice. Um, I have a guitar that I keep that has like the top set, like an acoustic guitar with the top set of a 12 string. And I do, like, whenever we make albums, like if you listen to Marbenico, the one, our latest release, I have a lot of tracks there that I use Nashville tuning. So it's just like you record, like you string one guitar with the high set of a 12 string and one with the low set, or just normal acoustic strings, and then you pan them hard right and left. It's sort of like, it's as if you put your head inside of a 12 string guitar in the mix, and that's very nice. I have done that on records like forever. Um, well, see, see ya, buddy. um, it's just you should be happy as a drummer. It's just too much. It's too much, really. It's just guitar's too much. It's too complicated. That note I played is too complicated for me too. Sean Lane or Alan Holdsworth? Come on, Alan Holdsworth, but that's not fair to Sean. Sean's badass, but he's no Alan Holdsworth. One day we'll come to Western Canada. first person to learn guitar in your family? My cousins play, but my immediate family, yeah. Even if it's just for the smoked meat and bagels. Oh yeah, yeah. We come to Montreal. We played Cafe Campus like a whole bunch of times. Um, how did you learn guitar in your first few years of playing? I took lessons. Yeah, definitely. Why do you assume I didn't have YouTube? Wait a second. Do I look like a fucking old guy? Please say it ain't so. We didn't. No, I didn't have YouTube, unfortunately, or fortunately. Honestly, really fortunately. My first teacher, the system was so fucked up. I think about that often. He'd have like a theory portion of the lesson where you'd sit there and he'd be like, "This is like Aeolian," and here are the notes, and like, I just wouldn't understand anything that was happening. That was like 10 minutes, and he'd tap shit out in the notebook and like be like, "These are triads," and I just didn't know what was going on. And then he had like a machine, like a tape machine with like two tapes, and then he'd like a big folder of like tabs that he transcribed themselves, and they were color coded by like difficulty level. Like red was like a hard solo, and like green was an easy one. He had like a few colors in between, and he'd just like look at you every week and just like decide by some criteria what level you're at this week, which was totally random. And then like tornado of souls, and then he'd like, you know, hand you like a Xerox hand tab piece of paper, and then record from his cassette to your blank cassette that you brought to the lesson the tornado of souls solo, and then he'd like play it for you, like, and you just like sit there and watch him, and you just had to go home and play that cassette like 1,000 times and make some sort of version based on the tab and what you're hearing, and just LARP, you know, and then show him the next week. And it was always terrible. It was like, I mean, I can't imagine that there was one time I played anything that sounded actually like the solo, but it made you at least try to move your hands in time to the thing. It was like an exercise in LARPing more than anything, because you weren't really learning how to play anything. But for high school, you know, it was a good it was a good it was a good approach, you know, because it at least like it made you really feel like you're inside the music, and I think that's what a lot of people I think are missing today. You know, like just because when you suck, playing music is not fun. You know, people don't talk about that, but like, you know, if you suck a lot and you know you suck, especially like if you suck as an adult, because all the kids suck, but like sucking as a kid is not so bad because your imagination is so overpowering. You know, like those parts of your brain that are self-critical like haven't like really developed yet fully, so you can just close your eyes and make like a terrible sound and just still feel like you're riding this wave. And in a sense, you get a taste of what like playing awesome music is like. And I feel like I had a lot of that through LARPing. Um, so yeah. Um, let's see. Danny, I'm surprised because your flow is more similar to Sean Lane than Holdsworth. Yeah, no, I mean I like Holdsworth better. I don't play like Holdsworth. When you get better at improvising and following chord changes, do you ever have moments where you'd slip back into playing mindlessly? I feel like you always play mindlessly, no matter what you're playing. You know, it's like if you have to think about anything you're doing, then you're not doing it well. Um, let's see. Besides sidestepping, what are other ways of playing outside? Melodic minor. Um, Melodic minor and shit like that are good. Like melodic minor from the flatted fifth is a good sound. Like if this is like E. I was like E minor going to B flat melodic minor. Uh, I did go to Berkeley, yes. Um, is this Charles Berkeley? No, I'm Charles Berkeley's older brother. Um, Lee Berkeley, that's right. Instead of taking the phrase a half step up, take it a major third 3 times. Dude, Saz is always there with the advice. Oh, I like it. I feel like I have like an assistant teacher over here. It's cool. All right. Gonna play one more thing. Then I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't know any Gothic building. I like the videos. there's this pattern that it's weird. Like something I don't do much, and I keep fumbling when I do it. I have to get this together. It's like this four pattern that just goes like when you just start with your middle finger, go to your pinky, middle, index, but when you do it diagonally down, it's like some like it gets you in this flow of 16ths. It's just it's cool, but like you have to learn how to get out of it. Ah. Especially like when second. That's the thing that's so amazing about like Alan, like that just like on the just on the touch and physical level, he would never get to a place where he was out of stuff. Like it's like the fingers just knew how to keep the rhythm going and connect the line. Like there's a feeling of like the like losing control of the car a little bit. Sometimes when you get to these nooks and crannies in time, especially when you're playing out and the sound is kind of out, it's just kind of like this feeling of like you're not so sure, and then like the not being sure makes you more unsure, and you kind of let go of the wheel. It happens to me like with this kind of stuff. Do you ever practice octave displacement? No, I can't say that I do. All my stuff is placed in the right octaves. Let's see. That sounded great. I think it really didn't. You're just like you're into kink. Govin versus Mancuso. What kind of fight is that? I mean, I'd pay to see that, but it's like they both weigh like 110 pounds. I feel like they would just like be there in a cage punching each other indefinitely because they both like just have like these twink muscles. You know, that would be a fight that goes on forever. How much do I let myself slow things down to transcribe things before I find myself lazy? I don't slow things at all. like that wide octave stuff? It's weird. I recently switched to these Fender mediums on my archtop, and I love them, but they fucking suck on a Strat. Like I've always played this. I'm still going back and forth between like a Fender Heavy that's way less heavy than I always played, and the pick I've always used. It's such a dark sound. Yeah, it's weird how I'm so fucking used to that 1.5. I asked Alan how many scales he learned when he was a kid. He said he mapped out every 7-note scale plus every 2-octave scale possibility. He knew his way around the neck. Your alternate picking is so clean. Yeah, it's not bad, honestly. There are very good fusion guitarists who specialize in wide intervals. Carl Verheyen, yeah, he's good. Should I make Instagram reels for beginner guitarists on Instagram? You should do whatever you think would be successful. You know, if you think people will watch it, make it. I mean, I will tell you, this online thing is very lucrative once you get it rolling. It's, you know, it's, at this point for me, it's like, it totally took over my career. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who knows what Alan did? Honestly, that's my conclusion about Alan. Who knows? It's like, you know, he certainly would not tell you. So that he took it to the grave. All right, guys. Good night.